What I believe may seem obvious, but it's something that can quickly be forgotten in a world of heroes and individual stories. I believe in the power of community to make the world a better place. When I first applied to Princeton in Africa, so much of my essay was about the individuals who had inspired me, how strongly I believed in one person's capacity to create change. It was about becoming the hero, the headline. But my year as a Princeton in Africa Fellow at Mothers to Mothers in Cape Town, South Africa, changed my perspective. M2M is an organization that helps prevent mother-to-child transmission of HIV through trained local women who provide education and peer support to pregnant women and new mothers. Every day working at M2M, I realized that where change was really coming from was communities, these families of women working together to reimagine a world without stigma, sickness, and sadness. There is so much power behind the individual story, and it's not something to be ignored. But the voices of these women, joined across clinics, cities, and countries, demonstrated to me that there is something much more powerful than believing in one person. It's about believing in others, in togetherness, and ultimately in humanity. During my year in Cape Town with Princeton in Africa, I wasn't only exposed to such communities, I had a chance to be a part of them. At M2M, I saw the true power of this belief to achieve change. Individuals from various cultures, histories, perspectives, and skill sets were bound together by a fervent belief in this community, in spite of, and perhaps because of, our diversity. In Princeton in Africa, I found yet another powerful community of change, a group of individuals dedicated to Africa's advancement, coming from various places of inspiration and interest, but all united to make a contribution to the world around us. Liberation theology tells us that it takes more than just action to truly realize a preferential option for the poor and achieve a more equal world. It takes both action and reflection and requires us to truly engage in the observation and the judgment of inequality to act thoughtfully. So much of creating change is about creating these communities of individuals who not only believe in the potential for change, but who have the discernment and dedication to make an impact thoughtfully and effectively. It is both motivating and encouraging being part of such a community not only of action, but also of reflection. Among my peers, I found a space where listening, conversation, and encouragement enabled me to be more reflective in my action and better engaged in my communities. The Princeton in Africa community is one that extends beyond our year in Africa together, to a future where we can keep thinking about the tough questions, celebrating the successes, and building change together. The ability of community to create change is overwhelming, but it's ultimately the belief in community that makes me aspire to be a better advocate for those less fortunate than me. In the words of Thomas Merton, Trappist monk and social justice activist, "We are already one, but we imagine that we are not. And what we have to recover is our original unity. What we have to be is what we are, a community."